belated 4th,
whatever day,
Independence Day, whatever day it is, if you celebrate.
Happy day off.
It's 250 years
of laws.
Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, hey ladies. Look, what y'all eating now? Ain't nobody sipping.
Some watermelon seeds.
Watermelon with seeds. Like it's really grown. Okay. Been back in the house. Mouth's full. So, hey everybody, thank you for joining us live. I'm Sippin Spillin The Tea with Casey. We're excited to be back again for another week to discuss our opinions.
Our opinions.
Our opinions.
These are our opinions.
Yes. About this 250-year anniversary of this Independence Day here in America. Here in America. Yes.
That's funny.
Freedom isn't free. You remember that song?
Free-ish.
Yes. All right, ladies. So everybody looks like they're not sipping today. As I said, we're kind of eating.
I mean, I got some water. I got
You
some
got
water.
water? What you got?
Some water to go along with the
Watermelon.
Water.
Okay. I didn't bring anything to sip on.
You want some water?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, this watermelon is going to be delicious.
It is. It is good.
So why does that always end up having a negative connotation around us as black people? Watermelon, chicken, all of that. Don't even do that.
I mean, it wasn't us. I mean,
I know, we didn't.
it was those blackface cartoons that they would do.
Yeah.
It was always blackface, a man with a big watermelon eating it.
That's true.
What was
So the propaganda.
What was the insult of it?
What was the insult?
Yeah.
The black people always eat watermelon.
Yeah. Not just watermelon.
But it's usually, one of those hardy fruits or hardy crops
It's very healthy.
that grows wild, and at the time they probably didn't think it was a delicacy. Now they're making fancy watermelon salads with cucumbers and
everything, right?
It's for hydration.
So
Watermelon
is for
That's what
hydration.
gets me is why is it?
I can hear her.
That's what gets me is why is it made fun of when we do it, but it's okay for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, you can make a watermelon salad. You can have onions, and
Cucumbers.
peppers but they mimic us. They make fun of us, and it's like, why?
I think it's what, I'm sorry, Terry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think it's what Terry said, though, that propaganda that was pushed out about
It was pushed out. Same thing with chicken.
Yeah.
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the scraps. They gave us the scraps. They thought they was giving us the scraps, but what did we do?
Mm-hmm. Make it delicate.
We made it work. We seasoned it and did all of that.
Watermelon support heart health, reduce muscle soreness.
Watermelon, yeah.
Antioxidant benefits.
Okay, it's very nutritious.
It's very.
Deep hydration.
In the summer, I usually will drink my water because there's lots of fruits that are mainly water.
Yeah.
Cucumber is one of them, and cucumber is not a vegetable.
It is not.
It says,
What is a cucumber?
Cucumber is a fruit.
Really?
90% watermelon, 90% water. It helps maintain food balance, prevents fatigue.
Yeah, I love watermelon. Eat it a lot in the summertime.
If it's a real one.
If it's good.
Okay, yeah. So today, we thought we would really dive in. How was you all's 4th?
Like we dived
Did
into
anybody
this watermelon.
celebrate the 4th?
Y'all
Y'all who blew up some money?
I ran down to Grateful Foundation Education, got a plate.
We had some food. Look, cause I celebrate. I don't make a big
little
deal.
ones. It's about, to me, it's more, I think it's more of a kid holiday. It has turned it, for me in my household, it's turned into a child day for the kids. I don't have kids that do fireworks or anything, so I'll go and watch my niece and nephews, or I would come to Great Education Foundation and watch the children, because they're excited about the fireworks. So as far as me, relax, kick back. Now, I do call around and see who's cooking.
Big bag in the house.
Yes, I call around and see who's cooking, because I need a plate.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as buying fireworks and actually celebrating, I'm not, no. I would be a guest.
In somebody else's house.
Yes, I'm a
Okay.
guest and I will partake in the festivities
I
that
start
way.
thinking, it gets exhausting. You know.
I just stay at home and watch the neighborhood kids, cause
Oh,
they be
no.
blowing the neighborhood up, so I just sit on my deck and I just watch people just.
In
blow
the
up-
neighborhood.
Yeah, blow up their fireworks.
They actually have my block blocked off, both ways. You couldn't get in. So one side had the cones, I'm like, yeah, I know y'all stole no comment. They had the cones on one side, and on the other side, they actually had those, you know, those big things they barricade with they,
Yeah.
level, they had that on the other side. So 2 blocks were together.
Mm.
And I mean, they actually, I like the fact that everybody was respectful and peaceful. They took turns and popped.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell it was kind of like a competition too, because it was like, okay. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do that, and they come up with something like, okay.
So I always love to watch the fireworks too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm not buying any.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't mind, watching somebody else burn up their money.
So did anyone watch any of the shows
No.
around our nation's history?
I refuse to, because
For
they
the-
were not going to tell the truth. Nothing that I've even come across did they mention anything black.
Mm.
Tell the real story about New York. What's the park? Central Park. Tell the real story about Central Park.
They're not gonna do that. They don't want you to know that.
They did talk about New York when I was watching it, but they were talking about the, oh God, what's the thing they were talking about? Cause it was actually Statue of Liberty. It's actually an island that used to have
Ellis
a
Island.
house on it that the government was paying this individual to live on there to take care of that island. Because it's not enough for a whole bunch of people to be there, but the people the 2 that live there, it was actually interesting. It's like they had to live there, like they said, it would take them 3 hours one way to get back from over there to go to the
Really?
grocery store and stuff. So she was like certain things like ice cream, meats and stuff. She's like certain things she couldn't buy because it took them something. She said depending on the traffic, because the boats and stuff are going in and coming in and going out. She said depending on the traffic, the minimum was 3 hours. So certain foods they didn't get to eat and partake in unless they was going over and staying over for a while.
Did they tell the real story about the Statue of Liberty?
Right.
And I'm saying again, the part that I didn't know.
They're not gonna tell that
Because the Statue of Liberty has chains on her,
yes,
around her feet.
yes.
It actually originated from France.
From France,
Yes.
and it was a black woman.
They did say talk about her being from France.
And she was a black woman, and America didn't want to take her because of the chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about how the United States got it, so.
But they didn't say originally that it was a black woman.
That part I did not hear.
If you ever go to Ellis Island and visit the Statue of Liberty, ask them about the real history, because there are some things that are put back. Some displays that tell the true story are put back.
You can look up it.
Oh God, what's her name? It's a poet. Giovanni, what's her name? She's a black woman. Can't think of her name.
Okay, well, we'll look it up. So for those out there that don't know, the 4th of July, or Independence Day for America, is the celebration of the Declaration of Independence from Great Britain in 1776, right? So each year, there has been a celebration, a commemoration. You know, we might have some people, didn't we have some people that were from our country one time before? But we might have some people that are not from the United States tuning in. So that is why on the 4th of July, there is a celebration and commemoration of our freedom as a country
freedom
from Great Britain. So, and we can go into a little bit about their and our freedom. So basically, they were oppressed people. They were still serving England and Great Britain when they were here, and they had to fight a battle. They had to fight for their freedom. Fight, fight, fight. And after they fought and won,
Yeah, because
and then they
Columbus
were
wasn't
able to
supposed to be
create
coming
the
to America.
Declaration.
He was supposed to be going somewhere else.
Who?
Columbus.
Oh,
And he
that's a whole
was
other
doing
story.
something. Because he was supposed to be in the Americas.
That's a whole nother story. So did y'all know that the first organized anniversary of Independence Day took place in Philadelphia in 1776, featuring fireworks and patriotic toast?
Yeah, patriotic toast. Oh.
Sippins.
They put some bread in the toast.
Not toast, sipping.
No, we should know that because that was in American history. You know, that was taught to us in school.
Yeah, we should have that. All right, so the question, we started diving in a little bit about talking about who was celebrating freedom. So freedom, we know when the Declaration of Independence was written, it was not written for all of us. So that celebration was for those of European, Caucasian descent, the white, and that's a whole nother topic on how white became so prolific, I can't even say the words, I can't speak, as a name for a race, instead of like most people, they're French or they're Dutch. But here we talk about someone that's white or black, and that has spread globally across the world.
Many different.
And there's so many different people that, yes, they could be a white person or a black person. And so I do get some static, not much, from some people about celebrating the 4th. I don't make a big deal out of it, but I am a patriot. I'm a patriot. I love America. You guys know I serve for my country. And I love America. Not everything about it, though. I know it needs to be perfect, but this is my country. This is where I live. And I do believe in the ideals of, the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution. And I think when it was written, they believed in those ideals as well.
For all people.
Well,
They did.
that's a whole nother story, yeah. For all people, yeah, elaborate when you say
They
for
did.
all people. Yeah, I think
For all
that.
people, but then it was just, the separation came between because someone was like, but slaves are property.
Mm-hmm.
And property can't vote. So that's when they decided to give us let's make them 3/5 of a person. How you divide a person up?
Right, into 3/5.
And 3/5, where'd you get 3/5 from?
Let me see. One.
You can't do it once. I mean, you want to do 3/5,
That's,
right?
I
I
don't know.
just, their ideology is just, it's just amazing.
Well, for me, I would say I used to celebrate the 4th. My son growing up, I did buy fireworks and things like that. But as I've gotten older and I really dive deeper in history and how we were taught, some things that are surfacing that I didn't know. I look at it and, it's so hard in the times that we're in now we've never even been considered equal. Right. When they started celebrating Juneteenth, that's when I started, acknowledging that instead of the 4th. Even though I do, like I said, I watch my neighbors and I watch them light their fireworks. I celebrate Juneteenth. We do know that we were considered property, but don't act like we ain't been here. Don't act like we don't matter.
Don't act like we didn't invent stuff that y'all still use today.
Because, one day I was walking. One day I was driving and I was going to the store and I said, you know what? And I'm not saying it's all of them that feel this way, but if y'all don't want to live with us, let us take everything that we invented. What would they have?
What about built?
Right, and that's what I'm talking, everything
Get out
that we
of the
come in,
house.
and everything we have, what if we took back everything because they don't wanna live with us?
Let's
Then we
start
offended.
with the cell phone.
They wouldn't have nothing. They wouldn't have no peanut butter.
To go with their gym.
You know, so.
We would be having blood transfusion,
Yeah. Heart transplant.
lots of stuff. But,
A lot of stuff.
A lot of
I mean,
stuff.
we could do history, but.
yeah. So what are your thoughts, Miss Alicia, around Independence Day? You say it's today as a kid's day?
It's the day I get to be off work.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. It is, the older I got, it's more for kids, unless you, I mean, you can be a big kid at heart and like to go shit up. I mean, other than that, I watch because it's free for me, because I'm not paying for it. So I get to watch some of the colors and some of the things, like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's interesting, but other than that, I can be in my bed, sleeping.
I think a lot of us take it as an advantage for families to get together. You know, it's a day that we're off, so, you know, like. Alicia said,
Negative.
It's a day that we're off. I'm saying a lot
Most
of families.
people.
Okay.
A lot
Most
of
people
people,
are off.
a lot of people take advantage of being off, so, you know, let's
Picnics.
just, you know,
Picnic.
barbecue and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's barbecue.
Barbecue. Please stop saying
It's a picnic.
Please stop saying picnic. Why? Why you want to stop saying picnic?
One, I don't know.
Why you wanna say
I don't know, it just.
Historically, that meant pick
a
one of
day.
us and hang us and tar us and feather us and burn us and all that. So barbecue, cookout. Oh,
Sister
rest-
said,
oh, rest of
she
it.
was
That's what
Rest-
I'm saying, picnic. Some places. I would, okay, as far as me, I really would love to go down to the Essence Festival and hang out during this time. However,
It's always 4th of July weekend.
and because of my finances and I have to travel other places, and I
Go this year. Finances.
can't wait.
So can I ask, do you guys think that America in general could really say that we are celebrating Independence Day if we want free or consider to be a part of that?
I actually, seriously, I think it's the dude that's in that house that's caused a lot of problems.
More, some regression.
Right, because I'm gonna say last year, I don't think it was that feeling, it felt like this last year. I think it's everything that the shenanigans that he's been, performing and doing, it's kind of made, it's like, okay, it ain't, feel
Like
the
they don't
same
have
feeling,
to
it
hide.
ain't the same.
They don't have to hide.
That's the
They're feeling like they don't have to hide. And you know what? Don't. For me, don't hide. I really want to know who you are. So if that's how you feel, okay. That's how you feel. I don't have to interact with you.
Because the celebration that they had before, did y'all know they closed the airport up?
Yes.
The
No, I didn't
DCA?
know
Brady
Yes.
Airport was from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. No flights were departing in the Washington D.C. area.
Well, they were partying, celebrating.
They wasn't, because if you saw that,
It wasn't really,
it
it
was
was empty.
empty.
Was it on TV?
That they was just showing up.
It might have been though.
Lines were empty.
I do know that Disney had did something the whole day. I
Yeah,
don't know
Disney
if
had been doing stuff like all week.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling them theirs that it was gonna be on all day, something Disney was doing. I know they talked New York, and I had TV on, I heard part of New York, that's with the Statue of Liberty situation, but they literally shut down the airport from, it says it was a 3-hour flight pause the day before July 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. to clear the skies for flight rehearsals. And the day of, it was from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. So just imagine
This
if
is
you
the
had a
first
later
time
flight
ever
that this was ever done.
that the airport in DC has been shut down.
They ground stops remained in effect until midnight on July 5th. So if you had a layover flight, you still in the airport right now, probably.
If you had to fly into DC, you didn't. You probably flew somewhere close and drove the rest of the way.
So closer than Baltimore or Virginia, and that's, Baltimore's like here in Columbia, without traffic.
What was that question you asked again, Crystal?
So, do you think that America in general, really can really celebrate, but they're not really like including the African American in that? Like saying it's really a true Independence Day, because we know that sometimes Juneteenth is referred to as
A black holiday.
a black holiday.
So it's not
We wasn't
celebrated.
included in the beginning
I know, but I'm
of it.
thinking
Yeah.
in general, like now,
I would like to
two hundred
believe,
and 50 years.
I would like to believe there's a large part of Americans that are not racist.
Yeah.
I would like to believe that.
Yeah.
But I just think the ones that are get so sensationalized that that's all we see.
Yeah.
That a lot of that is just put in front of us and is pumped in front of us to create more division.
And I believe that, I mean, they don't include us because they don't want us a part of it. But we're walking around here. You can pretend we're invisible, but we're here. You know, we didn't create ourselves. You know, and my biggest question is, why do you hate us so much?
Right.
Because I'm a darker color than you? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, that would be like us doing vice versa. And they create these laws and stuff. Yeah, they try to make it seem like it's equal, but we still know the laws are not created to protect us. When people go trying to get a loan for a home, a loan for a business, and things like that. So it sounds good on paper, but in reality, no, we're not. I feel like it's not for us. We're not.
So what about our children? Do you think we should teach them about Independence Day and what it's for? Like just as a celebratory thing, or as you mentioned earlier, teach the whole truth?
I mean, teach the truth.
Not the whole.
If you're gonna teach it, teach the truth, and then you can say, but as a holiday, these are some of the things that we do. But the reason for the day is this. However, in the midst of that, this and this is going on. So, I mean, if you're gonna teach it, teach the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
But what age does it matter?
I think it
It's
starts
a
early.
kid be a kid, so it's like, okay, every time we turn around, the kids got like, oh, I gotta worry about something with race. Oh, this is dealing with race. Oh, this is dealing with race.
I think a lot of,
saying let the kids be kids, don't worry about the race.
well, because it's taught. It's taught. I've done early childhood, and I've watched kids of all colors be best friends because they like the kid because of who they are, not because of. And then they're curious. You know, kids are curious, so they'll ask the question like, "Why are your skin chocolate?" And they'll go, "Mom, I want to be chocolate like so and so and so and so." So they're not thinking like, that kid is black, why are you black? They're like, why is your skin brown? Or why are you chocolate? Or, you know, those are the questions that kids, small kids, ask. As they get older, that's where, you know, the separation and things are taught, depending on who their parents are.
And then sometimes I have to say this because it was kind of funny. My brother said he was out somewhere, and he said this little kid kept staring at him. And he didn't know why, you know, the kid kept staring. And so finally the parent was like, quit staring, why are you staring at him? He said, I've never seen a black person before. So some of them have never seen us, you know.
In person.
Yes.
They've seen this on TV, but in person.
You know, and so I say too, I mean, teach them the truth. We want them to know the truth because America is teaching them a lie. You know, I feel like it was watered down when we was in school. You know, I'm learning a lot more now because we only heard, like I mentioned this before on another episode, we only heard about the same people over Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and
Malcolm X from me.
You know, we only learned about those few.
They didn't teach you this school though.
You know,
You had to research.
we didn't learn about certain people. I mean, we learned only a few, but we didn't even touch and scratch the surface on how many Black people have invented things in this country. And I feel like it's because they don't want us to know.
Right.
They never wanted us to know.
That's true.
I don't think they did not want us to know. They were limited to what they could teach. The teachers had a curriculum. And so they had to go by that. Like now, y'all still have a curriculum, right?
Don't get me started on
Okay.
the systemic stuff. No.
Yes, we have a curriculum. But did we even question what we were
We
taught?
did.
No.
Because I think about, they taught us about Columbus discovering America, but then when he got there were Native Americans there. But we didn't think to say, well, how did he discover something
If
that
somebody
somebody
there.
was already there? So we
Right.
didn't think about that. And again, they were savages. I was thinking about that. Like the story of Pocahontas. Pocahontas was a child, and John, whatever his name was with this. She was a child. She was a child.
I didn't read this story. You know,
Pocahontas?
Oh, I watched it.
The Disney Waterdale.
She got long hair, right?
Oh, whatever.
Hair
don't
tattoos
know.
and stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that. That's the only one I know who she was. It's like, oh, she was red or something.
I don't know.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, my God.
I guess it's people don't stop. Never mind.
Right, that was pretty nice. Oh my God, we digress. Really. Henry lost on that? Okay. It was a Disney movie.
She didn't
Okay,
watch
that's fine, that's okay, no worries. It was a movie, it didn't include us at the time, and it was a story that was from another person's perspective. A narrative that wasn't from.
It wasn't an
Indigenous
investigative.
peoples.
It wasn't an investigative discovery.
So for me, I think tell the truth, I'm gonna answer the question myself to the children, but I think it's all about their age and maturity. Like how much you can tell them or how far you can just tell them, yes, this was the independence of the country because of, why, but also tell them, but not everyone was included in that.
Right.
And why? Because
America
at
was
that time,
free, but
yes,
not
but not all
everybody
the
in America
people
was
is
free.
free, yes. So you can explain it a certain way, I think, to all kids. Or you can just wait and, either you celebrate it or you don't. If you don't celebrate it and other people doing it, you can just say, like, certain holidays we don't celebrate. It's like, oh, we don't celebrate that one, it's okay. That's right. It's that, some people celebrate this, some people celebrate that. That's kind of how I always have taught my children and my grandchildren, like.
Due to our finances, we don't celebrate those holidays.
Due to our beliefs.
That's the way
We ain't got no money.
You know, just like you said, because I find not a lot of people, but some people, like you said, you celebrate the 4th of July. Somebody else may not, but that person that don't try to make someone that does feel bad because they celebrate it. Everybody has their own opinion.
Yes.
And so.
Like Christmas and Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Look, so then people, after you celebrate Juneteenth a little bit, guess what happened when we celebrated Juneteenth? We didn't barbecue. I should have, but we didn't barbecue. But that's my daughter's birthday, so it's more like, we try to Juneteenth birthday.
She did not
to
want
the
to
point.
celebrate
And she's
her
a true sister
birthday.
surgeon. For June, it's her day, so, But anyway, so that evening, we did try to pop the fireworks.
Yeah.
Why our neighbors? I'm gonna call them after a few. I'm gonna call the police.
Call them home.
But that speaks to how some things are
Because they
okay.
be popping all the
And they-
time
for
before
whatever,
the
before the
Labor
Fourth.
Day
But
weekend, when you pop
it's Juneteenth, that we was out there saying Happy Juneteenth.
And they said, oh, I'm showing.
So, but that speaks to our nation.
Yeah.
And while we're still growing, I am a person that believes that we're growing. Y'all know I'm optimistic.
Ooh,
I can't
that
help
bottle work. What's that?
Stop.
Well,
But-
the sad thing
We
is,
just can't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. We can't.
it's not sad, but people, this person in the presidency has allowed people to show who they really are.
Yeah, they do feel emboldened.
Yeah, and
FAFO.
and
We are not our great grandparents.
I'm like Terry, I do want to know who you are because it does make me leery. When I go to the doctor and stuff, I do try to find a doctor that looks like me, a dentist that looks like me. I want
That's
to.
not always good because some of them are on that side.
I
They're
know,
not with
but
us. They're over there. And
I
they-
believe it, but I still feel that someone that looks like me would more likely
Be more understanding and know.
and have my interest in heart instead of saying, oh, well, we gonna try this and write you a prescription and send you on your way without doing any type of test.
No, I got back there. They're not going. She was a female. Yeah.
And that's why it is important to, I mean, you can redo your research and it's like trial and error. You won't know until you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You try to find the right fit.
Yeah.
Like
For everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of the right fit, did y'all when y'all were little, did y'all used to dress up, red, white, and blue stuff? We did. My family still.
Yes.
My family's a big
I
celebrator.
had red, white, and blue yesterday.
I didn't dress red, white, and blue, but you always go buy a new outfit to wear outside. You know
Yeah,
that
we
we
did. We always.
I didn't have on red, white, and blue yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Leopard.
I had on red and white. I didn't have the blue on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Juneteenth? I wore red and black.
I had Juneteenth. I had on white on my shirt.
I had white.
And white.
I think I dressed up all week
Did you?
at my job. I did. I wore a Juneteenth shirt all week.
Yes. Because we gotta educate them. I mean, we gotta let them know. And help, not just educate them, but help them feel comfortable that this is a holiday you're gonna be seeing it.
Well, because I guarantee you, they look at Juneteenth like we look at the 4th. It's just another day off.
Yes, it might be.
You know.
But some people, there are people that will celebrate. They're down there.
They do
They're down
celebrate.
there celebrating.
They do go to, the curious ones do go
Yeah,
and
the curious ones.
and
Everybody
actually,
truly want to be there.
and learn some stuff. They, you know. Here's something that's ironic.
Although Juneteenth is a federal holiday, some corporations do not have to honor it.
Yeah. How is that?
Yeah.
Because
my son had to go to work.
It's a federal.
Really?
He had to go to work. My son had to go to work.
Well, I mean, we're not off on all federal holidays either. School districts.
And then think about those people like some hospitals, grocery stores, restaurants, they may still be open and adjust their schedule. So, yeah, I guess that can depend on how
Yeah.
they set it up.
See my shirt? I was out there.
Melanin popping. All right, so don't forget. Remember, you can drop a line in the chat if you have a comment. You can also call in
It's on there.
816-237-0080.
8033.
I don't know the number either.
816
Thank you.
237
Call in. What you got to say?
8033. It is in the chat. As well as our email if you want to be a guest on the show.
Yes, join us. Because we only got a few weeks left, y'all. We're going to find out.
For those of you all that don't know, we are finalists for Best Podcast for the Kansas City People's Choice Awards.
Yes.
Thank you for all the voting.
Thank you for
We
all
appreciate
your
it.
support.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you for the
everyone.
support. Thank you for everybody that watches. But may I say, we know we don't need a trophy to define us and what we do. We do it because we love it. We do it because we want to spend time with each other. So.
And talk about some good things.
Talk about good things. We like talking about good things.
Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask another. So, did you have a favorite tradition that you did as a kid growing up with the 4th? Of course, it was
Literally.
nothing else.
That's
the
pretty much
main
all we
thing.
did was barbecue. And then as it got darker, everybody, on the block went out and blew up the street.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to.
It's the law.
And
Well, you
But they let us do it.
catch me.
You know what? I have to say, I don't know when it happened or if it's always been like that. I didn't know fireworks were totally illegal. I thought it was just the
The
Bottle
M80s
rockets.
and
I didn't know it was.
all.
Yeah, they ain't gonna catch everybody, so.
That's why I think they let us do it anyway, because
You would be
that
called
was,
in your
you
neighborhood.
can't, look, how you gonna arrest a certain few people when everybody is.
Call her, please. You're fine, she's fine, she's
It's
fine.
in the city limits.
Yeah.
It's banned in the city limits.
Which I can kind of get us a little more
Congested, yes.
more homes closer together.
But I used to love, like Terry said, eat barbecue and just everybody being together, and then at night just watching the expressions on the kids' face from seeing all the fireworks and stuff. So yeah, that's what I like.
They're not friends.
They are free. There's no birdie.
Yeah. I just know fireworks are more expensive now. So when I see the big displays in my neighborhood, I'm like, they done spent some money. They done spent some big money. So.
Some people have bought so much, they have some left over from the previous year.
Girl, I still got flowers from Austin living in Dallas.
I don't know, his dad he used to buy so much that he would always have some left over for the next year, so he wouldn't have to buy as much. But,
And also, whoever it is in my neighborhood
That's rattling my windows.
that's blowing those, it sounds like half stick of dynamite at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, purposely, or at 7 or 8 in the morning. Stop it.
That's what we do. That's what we do. I never was big on buying them for my children. I might spend $25, maybe $30, but we could back then and have just a few. Yeah. Because I just don't like burning money. That's burning money.
Yeah, I used to like it because when we grew up, we had fireworks. You know, my parents, we did fireworks, and so with Travail, I did the same thing. But when we were younger, I can remember on my block, it used to be 33rd Street against 34th Street. We used to have fireworks wars. We used to have firecracker wars. So, you know, that was back in my daring days. Today, I wouldn't dare light one.
Too slow to pop it roll. I tell you, I saw some stuff last night, fell on the ground. You talk about running. It was hilarious. It was stand up, and before it got good and it fell, you talking about people running. It was hilarious. That's hilarious. You don't know which way to go. Fall all on top of each other. It's like, okay. It's like, okay, this is, I don't think that's supposed to be on the ground like that. And now I'm looking at the grass, I'm like, I don't think that's supposed to be on the ground like that. Then, you know, as they get to pop, and they just push it to the side, and they bring it pop the next one. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it saying, it's fire.
Oh, it was a fire.
It's fire. It was literally on fire. I'm like, okay. I had to take my Fiji water and go pour it out. And they look at me and say, wait, they look at me, they gonna say, you know they got electrolytes sitting right, you gonna make it worse. I'm like, oh damn. I know, so yeah, and I said, it's a fire. I mean, it was next to the truck. And I kept looking at it and I'm like, it's fire.
That's the scary part about fireworks, though. And people getting fireworks.
Yeah.
One little boy here, he was holding the smoker. You know how they have the one smoker. He was holding it, seeing it, I guess it got hot. And his little, he didn't, I mean, he said it's not a question, but he said, that hurt his finger.
So you gotta supervise your children if you are doing fireworks, any fireworks, anytime.
And I saw some dubs. He was like, oh, that ain't doing nothing. He was like, what's they supposed to do? Everybody looking like, they're supposed to do anything. It was okay. He was like, well, no, they ain't do nothing. As soon as he walked up on it,
That's usually what happens. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
It did take a minute, so it's like, oh, okay, that's a dud. So they came up with that and said, so I had a good laugh. There's people watching. If you just didn't watch people.
That is hilarious to people watch.
So let me ask you this, Crystal, and this is for any of y'all. I'm just thinking, you know, when they were writing the Declaration of Independence, what was that conversation in the room? Well, we're not going to include Black people, or was some of them fighting to include us, and overall was like, well, no, they're not free, or you know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't think that we were a thought.
I would guarantee you.
Because, I mean, I just think their mindset back then, even though they thought about all people, I thought they were just thinking about themselves. That's all.
I'm about to say.
Because they thought of us as property. So I don't think we were a conversation in the room at all around that. And those that may have been sympathizers, if they thought about it, they were not going to discuss it. This is my opinion, and I don't think in those rooms because they knew that's how the world was. Even if they called themselves nice masters or whatever, they weren't going. I don't think they would get brought up.
Who would have been in that time to represent us? Who would have been there to represent us?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying, during that time period.
The nice masters.
Yeah, the nice man.
Yeah.
Again, who in that time frame would be representing
I'm
us?
just saying, some of them may have had that mindset of, you know,
We property, they don't say that.
They
still
still
own
they-
that.
they still saw you as property, but some of them may have been compassionate towards their.
Yeah, they're all.
But it's still.
But they weren't gonna bring it up.
They weren't gonna let you
property
do it.
go.
Because if
Well,
I'm
you can
free,
when it's time to
I can't have my cotton picked and my
free.
food cooked and my, you know.
House niggas and all, no. Who was there to represent us? Nobody. That's what I'm looking like. Who represents?
They might have had
Samuel
compassion.
Jackson when he played.
For a minute.
And Jacob. That was hilarious. Sorry.
That was
I pissed me off, but it was funny.
We all
He was, I was ready to hurt him.
But no, I just don't think they thought of us. We weren't.
No, because again, we were property. We wasn't making laws or, doing anything like that, no. Because when we got free, we left the South. We went up north.
Some, not everybody.
Some,
They always get the hell about that.
they wasn't staying in the South. They was leaving. They went north.
They were trying.
Where they were free. And the some that didn't make it, the some that didn't make it north didn't make it anywhere.
Well, a lot of them back overseas. They went home. Oh, careful.
Some did.
But it really hasn't changed that. I mean, it's
Yes,
changed.
it has.
And I'm,
Don't say that
and I'm
much.
talking about the South because somebody I know in this day and age was in Mississippi and tried to get married, and they were not married then. Because they were two different races.
But yet,
That's how it's still
still,
on
you
the
can
books.
get married in Mississippi at 13.
Make it make sense.
If your parents give you permission, a grown gay man can marry a girl at 13, even younger.
Well,
So, yeah, make it make sense.
so is it a true independence day?
Well, it depends. Whose eyes are you looking through?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Terry said it depends on whose eyes are you looking through. Yeah.
Well, we have come a long way.
We have.
I could have been born back then, thank you God.
I mean, they try to take us back, but
Yeah, that's funny when you say that, because like, they couldn't have been being, they said you do whatever you have to do to survive.
Absolutely.
And I said, and it's a lot of this dead.
Because they knew they couldn't get it.
the ones that it could not have,
Yeah,
the
they
ones
knew.
that are dead.
Right,
They knew
Are
they
the
couldn't
ones
get it.
like Harriet said, I'm leaving. And she, went back and got the ones who wanted to be married.
That was the thing, it's like you get what you have to do to survive. And I said, well, I understand that because we doing it now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, you can't hit me and think I'm okay. So, what?
So I'm
Now
not
we're
devil's advocate for that then. That's why the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence is important. Because even though they weren't thinking of us, the ideals behind it, they have helped us. And can continue to help us as long as they don't try to change it like they're trying to do. I know they're trying to, but the ideals behind it still can. So,
I mean, it's racism. It was just hit into this dude. Just
made it just open
he
to
just
be
had.
okay.
I mean, he just made it to.
It was coming out when Obama was in office.
Oh, yeah, they did not like that.
They hated, like, They wanted to impeach the man because he wore a tan suit.
Right,
A tan suit.
right.
But you don't wanna impeach somebody that's in pictures with little girls.
That's a pedophile.
Let me shut up.
That's felonies. He has
That is a
34
felony. That is a felony.
You can't be president with felonies.
He is
So
a felony.
again,
But, yeah.
The people did, the electoral people put him in there, not us.
I don't understand.
You know, that's another conversation too, some people are
Yeah.
trying to change.
Right, I saw that the other day, and I thought, well, what the hell?
Yeah, they trying to change a lot, it's a lot going
Because
on.
they don't wanna lose, because they know they about to lose.
But-
It's important to vote. It's important to vote. And local, state, and.
Local.
We have a vote coming up in August.
local.
So please vote, vote. So that we can continue to grow and hopefully get people like
And we
Biden
can be
that
here.
made it a law and office
Free.
voted for
Yeah.
Juneteenth or other laws for the people that do think about all human beings.
Right.
Voting
In
does
office.
make a difference. It might not say, it might get, you just put up a good fight.
Who made the potato salad? Who made the potato salad?
With the raisins. With the raisins.
Who made the potato salad?
With the raisins.
Oh, okay, I digress.
And you know, I feel like that's something, you know, the young people, I just really, really hope they show up because some that I have spoken to are, they don't think there's a racism problem. And the reason they feel that way is because they have friends of all different types of
I'm about to
cultures.
say that it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different for them. They have friends of all different types. They come from all different type of cultures. So they be, oh, it ain't no racism, this and that. That's because they haven't experienced
I was gonna
it.
say that. Yeah,
You
they
know.
haven't experienced it yet,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Let's hope that they don't.
right.
Uh-oh, give me 1 second, y'all continue, I gotta step out, let me see. Hello, I'm on the air, how can I help you?
She said 1 second, I gotta step out and then sat
And this is live, this is not a recording, this is
And
I'm
live.
calling about celebrating Independence Day.
Call in.
Okay, all right, thank you. Oh, my daughter. Oh, I forgot. She called twice, so that's why I had to pick it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you not read the text? She said you just.
I'm on the podcast, girl. Okay, anyway.
I had to
So-
say before I leave out the house, I'm going to the show.
Yeah.
So
So
don't think you
before,
calling me Austin, hanging up and calling back.
before we condemn anyone if they do celebrate the 4th of July.
I'm not condemning anyone, have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's think about the freedoms that we can help produce if we are being a part of our political system as well by voting. And let's just be kind to each other. Be a kind human.
Be a kind human.
Be a cute, kind.
And maybe our examples can help others and our work. If we get out here and do some work. And
Take with my voice and so forth.
What you saying?
Yeah, I agree. Boing, 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 boing.
But anyway, happy Juneteenth.
Who's the adult on this show?
All of that, you know, because I'm glad. Like I said, I love my country. I love everything about it, but hey,
Not
it's a work in
everything.
progress.
Everything has a good and bad.
Yeah.
Everything has a good and bad. You just gotta adjust it and find it what makes you happy and peaceful and go with it.
Yeah, and do some work. Get out
Find
here
your
and vote.
happiness.
Get out here and vote.
Yeah, and people don't real some not all, but some of these people truly do not understand how important it is to vote because they're trying to take that right away.
Yes.
And they're not writing I'm not gonna say they're not writing the law, but we see it from the things that they're doing and what they've done, that they're trying to silence us.
Everybody got
You
a
know.
district, every state and every district, and it's like, come on now.
Except some, because down in the South, where some of them black coaches stepped up and said, if you redistrict this area, I'm out. And they didn't do it. But I really feel like it will only be effective if, like, I feel like the guys that play in the NFL, the football players, the basketball
NBA,
players,
NFL, hockey,
they
NHL,
are,
all of them speak up.
yes.
They have a platform.
Yes.
But
They're not,
thinking
because
about
they're in
look
that
how much,
tax bracket.
I'm about to say, look how much.
They're in the tax brackets. So
all the artists, it's a lot of people,
they're in the tax
And
bracket.
the ones that do speak up, we're the ones that outcast them. You don't see the rich
Right.
outcasting the rich.
Yeah.
No, they're not. I mean, cause they're getting those tax breaks, so why am I gonna speak against,
Even
you
though
know?
we had them that supported Obama up front and, was out there, well, I bet any amount of money, they vote for.
Well, they may have showed it by not being out or not going to certain celebrations that that person had and stuff like that.
Right,
That's the way they, that kind of thing. So, just do what you can in your lane where you can.
But they still getting that
Try
tax
to
break.
make a difference.
I mean, if I had that money, I wouldn't be mad either that I'm getting a tax break.
Right.
I wouldn't either.
I would love
but-
to get a tax break where I am right now.
Right, and that's what I'm gonna say. I mean, they making all this money and they're getting tax breaks, but they're taxing the heck out of the poverty
The working
stricken,
poor.
the
The
middle
working
class and the working people. You're taxing the heck out of us, but they have the money to pay the taxes. They're
And
not
Two
being,
groups that are not being taxed, the rich and the poor. The poor don't have the money to pay taxes.
Yeah.
It's the middle class.
But then all of those in between, I'm taking us right back and gonna blow up their money on the 4th of July. No, come on, no. All right, now, on that note,
And on that note,
we're gonna go into some Black history. Let's talk about some Black history today. Who did boots on the ground on the 4th? I said it. At the barbecue, who did boots on the ground?
Did she just tell me not to say
I did, I said it.
I did.
it wasn't loud, but she said.
It can
I
also
corrected
say,
myself.
I got abused for that.
and you know, I can also say too, even though it didn't have anything to do with me, I love the fact that all these people from other different countries were able to come over here and experience
Yes.
the 4th of July. It just seems like they're really enjoying
And
themselves.
Juneteenth. Girl,
Yes,
there was
and
some
Juneteenth.
Down there,
Yes.
Juneteenth. Oh, it was awesome.
Yes, and Juneteenth. And I just think it's awesome. And I really think it's awesome that, honey, we all over the world.
Woo!
We are over the world. Yes, I've been watching FIFA.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, there are certain
She just realized that we were
countries.
all over the world.
I did. That's what I was about to say. There are certain countries I didn't know we were. You know, I did not know we were in certain countries.
So you don't think Africa is real?
Girl,
Yeah,
stop.
I'm not talking about Africa. I'm talking about something.
The
Like,
diaspora.
it's like
Spread
Switzerland.
out.
I didn't know there were black people in Switzerland.
We spread out.
Yeah, I didn't know. So that, cause on TV when you see them, you don't see us.
Yeah.
This is the first time of me seeing us.
Cause it's a sport.
Right. So I just think it's wonderful.
And
Look,
I know that
that's
Black
certain networks in our country right now. They don't want to show us, but anyway. We got some Black history.
No.
Okay, so today we're gonna talk about Arthur Ashe.
Okay.
He became the first African American to win the Singles Cup at Wimbledon on July 5th, 1975, beating the defending champion Jimmy Connors. Ashe was born in Richmond, Virginia on July 10th, 1943. Ashe, who achieved the ranking of number 1 in the world among his peers, had a singles career record of 818 wins, 260 losses, and 51 titles, which included wins in the Australian Open and the US Open. Ashe is believed to have become HIV positive from a blood transfusion during heart surgery. He educated people about AIDS after publicly disclosing his illness and died of AIDS-related pneumonia in New York on February 6, 1993 at the age of 49.
Yeah.
And today, birthday, Judge Joe Brown and Joe, the singer.
Oh.
Damn.
Happy birthday. Happy
Hey,
birthday.
Joe.
It's your birthday. Happy
Hey, Joe.
birthday. All right. Hey.
Shine a light on.
All right, and our day of kindness on today working hands. Make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business.
What?
And working with your hands, just as we instructed you before. Acts of kindness. Clean out the microwave.
I did. I did
Your
clean out my
business.
microwave this
Clean
morning.
use your hands to clean out your microwave.
Clean out your microwave.
That's
My
And the
microwave is
refrigerator. Look.
Mine
and
is
the
clean.
refrigerator.
My microwave is clean.
Mind the business that pays you.
Mind your business.
Well, this is good. Yeah.
Mind your business.
We'd like to thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
I don't see no comments.
No
Any
comments?
comments from your end?
No, Lonnie just said hi, ladies.
Hi.
What up?
You know, the guy that's always walking around with the orange cigar case.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who have not gone over to YouTube and subscribed to our channel, please do so. Send your friends, your mama, your daddy, your kids, your sister, your brother. Send everybody over to our YouTube page. Subscribe, like, comment, watch it. Watch it. You gotta watch it.
Who knows how to copyright the music that's playing?
Why you gotta say about that? Y'all know
She
we
been
don't
like
own
that
copyright.
all program. All hour.
I've been peached, I don't know how many times. My own store.
I know it is because she pitched me yesterday. I was like, oh.
I don't know why I'm in a picture mood. I guess that brought it out.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, everyone. You need a lot of
Say a kind word to someone.
Yeah.
So Lonnie will be come up. Really, you gonna say Lonnie? You mean Alonzo? I know you as Lonnie.
Alonzo.
Your mama calls you Lonnie.
Yeah, she gonna call you Lonnie.
I know you as Lonnie. Alonzo.
Make sure you on YouTube, Alonzo, because you over there on Terry's page. You should be on.
Right, go to YouTube. Right over here
Subscribe.
talking about your
Like
name
and
is
share.
Alonzo. The dude with the orange case.
Cigar.
Bye. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Ooh, we got a good topic next week.